Now I've taken the wheel off and going to have a look how they separate. I said I've never took one apart, so that's a first. There's a lot of screws. Let's get some power. That's a lot simpler. Just got to work out how to split them. There's a push hole. Let's see if that works. Yeah, there's a couple of little push holes. Can you see them? That does seem to loosen the wheels up very nice. And there we go. They can only go together one way, I would say, by the holes, or two ways. There is a ring in the middle, but that wasn't too bad. So we'll get these painted up and back on. Now the wheels have all been repainted. The spare is done, and let's get it on. We have, somebody gave us the decal for doing the bonnet, so the numbers have been redone each side, so I'm really pleased with that. And these were the masks. They go on really good. They fit on nice, and you just blast away with a bit of matte white. So we've got that done. And next is putting the steering back together. Now to get all the steering back in. Let's line this up on camera, and there we go, the steering shaft's going in. That was nice and simple, and now we've just got to add this floor section. It's going to take a bit of wiggling to get into place. This was far easier to get off than to get back together. There you go, it's popping that little bit in on the steering, and then trying to get it onto these posts. Oh, there we go. There's just one more, or maybe two. There you go. Takes a bit of popping back into place, and now we'll get the four sort of countersunk screws started. And hopefully this all pulls into shape. Actually, there should be a fifth screw, because now we can add that one back And we've got these two larger ones to go in. One more self-tapper. Oh, sorry, countersunk. That's that. Make sure nothing's coming through. That always can be a worry. Like I said, for one piece there's so many screws. And there's from the inside. One thing I'm going to do is just a little bit of thread lock. I'll spin the wheel on. That's that done. Now for the servo. We know we got the little servo, and we know the arm, it's got to fit this way round, I would guess. Or maybe this way round. Yeah, there we go. It can only go one way. And then we've got this bracket that's sort of, I think it clips it. I was just having a look to see how it goes, if it does go different at all. There we go. Just need this little button head. Seems to hold okay. Now we've got to fit this little arm. Now I hope you can see this. You've got the little arm, and we'll try and do it with tweezers. So we know it's going to fit on the steering like that. So it should hook on like so. You still can't see it. Or maybe not. We will try it again. There we go. It popped off so fast when we was putting it together, and then all you got to do is try and line it up on the steering wheel, which I'm going to put my hand over. There you go. That's what you want to get it back to, from the arm across, and then one screw will hold it all together. And there we go. We have the steering. Let's zoom out now. The steering is back in, so that's pretty good. Pushed it too far. So that's that bit done. Next we need to put back on the rear fuel tank. Like I said, I've just sprayed that up loose with it loosely masked. So ripping that apart. Got 2 screws. You won't really be able to see this, but it's how we took it apart. 2 little screws in through the back. That's one. I'm going to be truthful, that was easier than actually putting it together, taking it apart. Now the jerry can goes back in. That's just a push fit, and now how to redo this. And being truthful, it looks completely different to when I took it apart. I think what you do is you pull it on the lower one to get some tension, and then hook it through the upper one. And I think it was a double loop over, wasn't it? If we can remember. think we're almost right. Or have I got that wrong? Was it loop under first? Oh, that's better. I think I've got it now. Thing is, the people who do these in the factory know how to do them. I think I'm going to have a look. I'm not sure that's completely right. Well, I've got it almost right. The strap, you've got to bring it down a bit, and then you've got to bring that over and tuck through again. You won't be able to see it while I'm doing it because it's hard to do. There we go, I finally got the strap done. It's hard to get the tension on because you've got to try and pull up on this one, pull up on this, and then tension it with that one. But I got there. A real pain, I can tell you that. But that's another part out of the way. So we're getting close to getting it back onto the chassis full time. This is as far as I'm going at the moment.